from Nebraska's trusted news source. This is Channel 8 News at 10.
Now at 10, Husker history. Jordy Fromm named the nation's top college softball player. How the Nebraska star made program history. Then, flood under fire.
Stop lying to these people.
The congressman faced a fiery crowd in Norfolk tonight. What had voters pushing back? Also, when tragedy hits, one Nebraska woman is helping first responder families navigate the unthinkable, why Code 3 legacy is growing across the state. And a sweet mission.
Thank you. Dude, this looks so good.
A Martell girl who received a Make-A-Wish trip now giving back. How an ice cream inspired by her is helping other families. It has been quite the day for Nebraska senior Jordy Fromm, who earned several honors. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Rod Fowler. For the latest on Jordy Fromm, making Husker history and our Nebraska softball team, let's check in with Channel 8 Sports Director Nate Johnson, who joins us live here in the studio. Nate, tell us about it.
Yeah, thank you, Rob. What a day for Fromm tonight, who was named the USA Softball Collegiate Player of the Year. Now, she was a top 3 finalist for the award last season, and this year she brings it home, and boy, does she deserve it. The Nebraska native and senior has helped Big Red to a Big Ten regular season and tournament titles, and has now helped the Huskers to its 8th overall Women's College World Series appearance, and the first one in 13 years. In the circle, she was 20-4 with a 1.14 ERA and 12 saves this season, while leading Nebraska's offense with a .416 batting average and 19 home runs. Now, if she were to hit one more home run this season, she would become the first Husker with multiple 20-plus home run seasons. Something to watch for on Tuesday. A big congrats to Jordy. We'll see you back here in the Sports Zone for more. For now, though, Rod.
Thank you so much, Nate. Only on 8, new law enforcement training, helping with the uncertainty that tragedy brings. It's been 2 years since Rescue Officer Ross Bartlett was killed in the line of duty, leaving his family unsure about what comes next. Well, now his daughter is launching a system to help other officers and their families. It's so they're prepared when the unthinkable happens, and how they can better prepare their families as well. Channel 8's Danielle Da Silva joins us now to explain. Danielle?
Rod, Code 3 Legacy is a new solution to that uncertainty. It's a training program for law enforcement and first responders where participants are asked to think through things like final wishes, life insurance, and the hard conversations their families could face if they never return home. It was all started by Tiffany Yant, who knows exactly what that feels like.
When Tiffany Yant received the news her dad was killed, she said she couldn't breathe, let alone plan a funeral for 2,000 people. But she got through it. Now she's creating a lifeline for other families of first responders to ease the blow of a reality that is very much a possibility for them.
It's all encompassing. This is, if you die in the line of duty, your spouse, your parent, whoever grabs this one packet, and it is everything, every step that they're going to need. So I have so many police officers that really sit in that training, and they're like, this could be me, this could be my family, and I'm gonna fill this out, and I'm going to do this because I can do it one time and give it to my wife, and then I don't have to think about this. And if something happens to me, she doesn't have to think about it.
The packets took an entire year to create. She had to relive her traumas to do the research she had to do. Working with a grief counselor and ultimately becoming one herself, she created Code 3 Legacy. It's carrying on her dad's legacy to serve, named after the Code 3 catering food truck he operated in the community for years. 16 pages, all packed with resources. Her training program also comes with operations packets for departments as well.
I share my experience, right, from start to finish. I like through police week, that first year of your officer being honored. So I go through that, and it's a 2-hour training, and we fill out 60% of that packet in the training.
Kearney Police Department, Buffalo County Sheriff's Office, and St. Paul Police Department have already implemented the training. She has 11 counties in western Nebraska scheduled for July and 5 counties in eastern Nebraska scheduled for June. She says her goal is to have this available nationwide.
She's truly filling a void, and before I left the interview, she told me, you have to be the change that you want to see in the world. And if you know of an agency that can use this training or just want to support the work that she's been doing, you can email her, which will be linked in this article at klcantv.com. Reporting live from the studio, Danielle De Silva, Channel 8 News.
It's great she's doing this. Thank you, Danielle. New at 10, Congressman Mike Flood taking heat tonight in a packed town hall in Norfolk. Voters pressing him on everything from immigration to medical cannabis and federal spending. Flood faced sharp questions for more than an hour, defending his record, saying he's focused on common sense and bipartisan results.
Stop lying to these people.
Why do you continue to protect the pedophiles? How much did Doge save the taxpayers?
The town hall at Norfolk High School turned tense at times, as you could tell there, as people in the crowd called out Flood over a wide variety of political issues. Flood repeatedly pointed out to what he called bipartisan wins in Congress, including a housing bill, E-15 legislation, and funding for Nebraska research and rural hospitals. He also defended border funding and support for ICE and Border Patrol.
But I want to be judged on the things that I do. I want to be judged on the way I conduct myself, and I want to be judged on my bipartisan common sense results.
Several questions on medical cannabis, saying he still opposes reclassifying marijuana at the federal level, even after Nebraska voters approved medical cannabis in the state. The congressman closed the night by saying he plans to keep holding town halls across Nebraska's 1st district. Let's get into your first forecast now. It's been a rather warm day with plenty of sunshine. A beautiful night is upon us as we take a live look from our network of cameras. Rusty, I know earlier we had a high of 88, our favorite numbers, right? Is tomorrow going to be another warm one?
I think another 88.
Wow.
I know. We had 89 yesterday, so one over, but 88 today. Try to do 88 again tomorrow. I don't know. We're just going to have a party or something. Those temperatures. Yeah, it's 87, 88, 89 degrees for just about everybody. There were a few 90s out there, but most of us in the upper 80s, which is, yeah, it's a little above average, but we'll take it. Beatrice, you're looking at 6th and Perkins. Shones Roofing Cam, a quiet evening out there, and it's, well, 74 now. It's comfortable, but still a little on the warm side. 70 in Broken Bow, a little cooler in North Platte at 66 degrees. A little bit of a wind that has since died off. A south wind now at 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting up to around 15 or so. As we head through tonight, temperatures eventually dropping into the lower 60s and then quickly getting back into the 70s. We might even hit 80 before noon and then into the middle 80s by about 12 to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Now the wind should not be an issue at all. Look at that, less than 10 miles per hour throughout the entire morning. So not windy. We are going to see a chance for some spot showers and thunderstorms after tomorrow. So tomorrow I think it'll just be sunny and very warm with very little wind. A pretty nice day, just a little on the warm side. But I did mention those storms. More on that in the full forecast.
All right, thank you, Rusty. And speaking of the weather right now, low water levels are causing problems for some boaters across Nebraska this summer. According to the latest U.S. drought monitor, nearly 80% of Nebraska is experiencing severe drought. Nebraska Game and Parks says that forcing some boat ramps to close. Officials are urging boaters to use extra caution when launching a boat on low water reservoirs. New details now on a proposal to give LPS Superintendent John Skretta a raise. The school board meeting tonight to talk about it. If approved next month, he would get a more than 4% bump in pay in a 2-year contract to $348,000 a year. He's one of the highest paid superintendents in the state of Nebraska. And tonight, board members say, based on evaluations and his performance, he's worthy of the raise.
Dr. Skretta has modeled honesty and integrity and a steady focus on student learning. He has worked diligently with our district and building level leaders to strive for goal attainment on our strategic plan, aligned goals and priorities.
Also talked about raising the pay for nutrition service workers by about 4% next year and 3% in 2027-28, and raising the pay for Lincoln paraeducators of nearly 4% for next year and 3.5% for 27-28. They say they plan to talk about this more at their next meeting. Developing now, investigators piecing together a deadly industrial accident in Washington state. A devastating scene unfolding. Officials say there's at least 1 death and 9 workers who are missing after a tank imploded at a paper mill just north of Portland. Here's the first emergency call that went out.
It looks like there's 3 people with chemical burns and 1 subject is missing.
Firefighters rushing to the packaging mill earlier today after a tank holding a hazardous chemical that's used in the paper making process ruptured. Officials say several people suffered chemical burns. While crews search for missing workers, photos from inside the plant appear to show a heavily damaged tank and overturned vehicles.
People who are responders here have friends and relatives that work on site. It is something that is impactful.
Investigators are now trying to figure out what exactly caused the tank to rupture. They also say none of the harmful chemicals leaked out and there is nothing toxic in the air. Well, coming up when we return, chocolate takedown, how a local ice cream shop is helping one girl who's been through a lot help others. And what's to come tomorrow? Well, the best or the worst, where Lincoln sits in a new Wallet Hub survey about the best and worst places in the country to raise a family. Find out more at 5, 6, and 11 a.m.
We've all of a sudden ventured our way into summer territory. Temperatures well above average. That's going to continue for a while, too. We'll take a look at that 10-day forecast when we come back.
New at 10 tonight, Dawson County Raceway responding after what they call a tough night at the track on Sunday. Promoters are now apologizing to fans and addressing what exactly went wrong. Raceway officials admitted there were issues with both equipment and track conditions, leading some fans to leave early and request refunds. Organizers say extreme drought conditions made the dirt track difficult to prepare and also asked fans to stop verbally attacking staff members over the problems. They say they plan to make improvements ahead of next week's races. Well, new tonight, a young girl is getting creative to help other kids who are struggling.
It feels nice to give back to everyone when you had so much given to you.
This soon-to-be 8th grader has been through a lot, but now with the help of a local business and the Make-A-Wish Foundation, she's using that pain for a bigger purpose. Jessie Rausch is the survivor of a liver transplant, and while she's not fully recovered yet, she's finding a way to help others who are in the same shoes as she has. Channel 8's Mackenzie Johnson has the details on a very sweet fundraiser. Mackenzie?
Yeah, I've been covering Jessie's story for more than a year now, and after getting to know her a bit, I have to say this ice cream is a lot like Jessie. It's fun and bright and undoubtedly unique. She's the mastermind behind this flavor called Chocolate Takedown, and this partnership is a way for her to give back to other kids who might be going through a tough time just like her.
Thank you. Dude, this looks so good.
This is Jessie Rausch, a 12-year-old girl from Martel. In 2024, Jessie found out she has a rare condition where her body attacks her liver. For months, she waited for a life-saving liver transplant. But one of the bright spots during that tough time was her trip to Disney World with her family, which was through Make-A-Wish.
It was just one of the most magical days of my life, and so I really want other kids to experience that too.
Jessie got a new liver, but she's still going through a lot health-wise, and she knows how much it can mean to get a happy experience for kids in the same boat, which is why she didn't hesitate when Make-A-Wish asked if she wanted to lend a helping hand.
They reached out to us. Make-A-Wish was like, hey, like once a year they like have a kid do ice cream flavor, and we were wondering if you wanted to do it, and I was like, yeah, totally. And so they took us to 402 Creamery, and then we talked about ideas and all and got the ice cream going.
She settled on a K-pop Demon Hunters theme, which is one of her favorite movies, and it's called
Chocolate Takedown. So it's dyed purple for Huntrix, and it's vanilla ice cream with blue sprinkles for the Derpy Tiger. And then we have chocolate fudge bits, and there is chocolate like swirls here, as you can see.
402 Creamery will give part of the proceeds from her ice cream flavor to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Jessie loves her creation, but the meaning behind it makes it taste even sweeter.
But yeah, it's really good. Oh, she is so precious. Now, starting tomorrow, this menu will have Chocolate Takedown listed at all of the 402 Creamery locations here in Lincoln. They've got 15 buckets full and ready to go, but it's only available until they run out. Reporting in the studio, Mackenzie Johnson, Channel 8 News.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
Did she bring any ice cream with her? Oh, jeez. That looks amazing. I must have some of that. Hey, and what a day for it, right? 88 degrees for a high today. About, what is that, 9 degrees above average. So, you know, I mean, it wasn't crazy warm. 100 is the record set back in 2018. Looking outside Allocam, I'll just step out of the way so you can get a good shot of 21st and L Street. Allo camera looking towards the Capitol building. A quiet 10:17 p.m. with temperatures in the 70s almost everywhere. Just North Platte and Imperial right now, and Holdridge, the only ones in the 60s. Everybody else in the 70s, except Falls City, 69 degrees. But 75 in Beatrice, 70 in Kearney, 72 in Hastings, and toasty 74 in the capital city. It is warm out there. I mean, this is late June kind of weather, maybe even July-ish, but you know, it is what it is. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. At least the wind died down. Still 13 to 17 miles per hour out west, but overall, not much in the way of wind gusts. We do have one here in Ogallala at 20 miles per hour, and there's probably some 30 mile per hour wind gusts way off to the west, but everything has since died down. That should be it for wind for a while, too. We're looking at very little wind the next 24 hours. The state is split right in half. Cloud cover to the west, mostly clear skies to the east. Some very strong storms over here towards well, that's Albert Lee right there. If you're familiar with southern Minnesota, some strong storms in that neck of the woods. But for us, very quiet, clear skies, a few clouds here and there. I think we'll start the day mostly sunny. Not a whole lot going on as we head through the first half or the second half of the day on Wednesday, except the cloud cover tries to increase. A few spot showers down to the south and west, a few showers here. Still not much going on. That will change, though, once we get into Thursday. Not by a lot, but the chance increases right there. Some isolated showers, maybe a rumble of thunder along and south of Interstate 80. And into the afternoon, it might creep a little further north. But overall, most of us not seeing much of anything. Friday, kind of the same thing. Friday morning, maybe a few spot showers. and then those disappear, and then they try to come back with the afternoon heating of the day, a few spot showers and isolated thunderstorms. So this is one of those situations where everybody has a chance for rain over a couple of days, but not everybody's going to see rain. Somebody will, but it will not be widespread. 61, mostly clear, a little above average by about 6 degrees. Southeast wind 5, 10, maybe 15 miles per hour, right around 60 for most of us. And then 88 degrees. If we can do that 2 days in a row, we're having ice cream. That's what we're gonna do. Yes, mostly sunny, not as windy. Nice day, humidity maybe a little high, maybe like around 60, just enough where you go, oh yeah, it's really close to summer. So a lot of upper 80s, maybe a few 90s out there, just a few. As we head through the next 7 days, a lot of middle 80s, and those spot storms Thursday, spot storm chance on Friday, just a small chance on Saturday and Sunday, keeping a really, really close eye on this. I know there's a lot of outdoor things happening Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday as well, which is the first day of June, which just kind of blows my mind a little bit. Middle 80s continue as we head through this first several days of June. Look at that, partly cloudy to mostly sunny, and temperatures in the middle 80s. I've had fun with this one, you guys. Okay. The average speed of a Major League Baseball fastball would land where on the EF tornado scale? Would it be as fast as an EF0, as fast as the winds in an EF1, EF2, or EF3?
If I remember right, you know, a lot of pitchers are pitching around 90, 95.
I'll give you the average is 95.
Well, then I'm going to go EF1.
Okay.
I'll go EF2.
It is an EF1 because the EF1 tornado goes between 86 and 110 miles per hour. Well done.
Stick with me, kid.
Yeah, yeah, you got it.
Stick with me, you'll learn nothing. All right. Coming up, we're going to head into the sports zone. I'll tell you what we learned today. Jordy Fromm, my goodness. What a year.
Yeah, incredible year for her. We're going to have more on her. Player of the Year honors, All-American selections. We got it all next.
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, sponsored by Green's Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports with Sports Director Nate Johnson. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Nebraska softball will make their return to the Women's College World Series this week. Hey, what's going on? It's Nate Johnson rocking with you. Thanks for being here tonight. Well, one of the team's best was honored not once, but twice with some pretty big awards after being a top 3 finalist for the award last season. Jordy Fromm brings home the National Collegiate Player of the Year award by USA Softball. The senior, she's helped Big Red to a Big Ten regular season and tournament titles, has helped Nebraska to its 8th overall World Series appearance. In the circle, she is 20-4 with a 1.14 ERA and 12 saves, while also leading Nebraska's offense with a batting average of .416, add in 19 home runs, and if she were to hit one more home run this season, she would become the first Husker with multiple 20-plus home run seasons, something to watch for on Thursday. Fromm today also earned first-team All-American honors by D1 softball. Fromm was elite this past weekend in addition to the entire season, of course, and pitching a complete game in Game 1 against OSU, striking out 7 batters in that first game. And, of course, Thursday will be a huge day for Fromm, this team, and Husker Nation as their journey in the Women's College World Series kicks off from OKC. First pitch Thursday against Arkansas, set for 8:30 p.m., and you can watch the game on ESPN2 in the evening's nightcap. And while we're talking Husker softball, an update from the team earlier today. Big Red officially landing in Oklahoma City. The team posting this video to X earlier this afternoon to confirm their safe arrival. Senior Ava Cusack spoke on this past weekend, how special it was and how special this entire run has been all season.
This entire weekend and how it all played out, and you couldn't have written up any better. It was so beautiful. Like, just to honestly take a second before we went out for the first game and seeing all the fans like running back in after the delay, like you could just tell they were ready to go, and we didn't even get to play yet. So, and then they showed up Friday ready to go from the first pitch. I could not have pictured it any better. I mean, God's the one writing this plan, and I mean, he has written it perfectly, and I'm just along for the ride at this point, and I'm so excited to end it with these girls like this.
Regardless of how things pan out in OKC, there is no doubt this team will go down in history. From softball to baseball, Nebraska has officially sold out Haymarket Park for the upcoming Lincoln Regional. This place is going to be absolutely juiced this week from May 29th to June 1st. Husker Nation already locking in. And while we're talking baseball, let's check up on some of our baseball squads. Let's go through some of the scores from this evening's action. Salt Dogs fell 8-0. Storm Chasers fell 19-5. Yankees beat the Royals 15-1. Not the best day for our teams, but there's always another game. Hopefully they can bounce back here soon. Finally, let's talk a little soccer. The FIFA World Cup just a few weeks away, starting today, and Team USA released their official roster for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, which begins on June 11th. Team USA will start their tournament run on June 12th against Paraguay in California. That will do it for sports tonight, though. Rod will go ahead and send things back over to you.
All right. Thank you, Nate. And we'll be back with a final check of the weather right after this. New at 10, the Nebraska Agriculture in the Classroom program is breaking records. The organization is celebrating after they visited more than 1,100 classrooms across the state, as well as working with more than 19,000 students, teaching them the importance of agriculture while giving them hands-on experience. Yeah, it's good they know that. It is our biggest industry, right? All right, Rusty, let's take a look at your final forecast, see how tomorrow's shaping up.
We need some rain, and I think anybody in agriculture would probably tell you the same thing. We'll see if we can get some. Not tomorrow, though. Tomorrow, just warm, lots of sunshine, and temperatures above average. We're really above average right now for temperatures. Tomorrow morning, right around 60, 50s and 60s. Highs tomorrow, middle and upper 80s to around 90. The next 7 days, spot showers and storms possible Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend.
All right, thank you, Rusty, and thank you for joining us. Andrew and Houston, you've heard of them, right? Very popular. They're going to be here bright and early at 5 o'clock. See you tomorrow.
Who?
Founded and operated by American veterans and patriots, we bring a warrior ethos to every case. We are Barry Law.
Let your voice be heard by sharing your photos and videos to the Now Local News app. Earn points and redeem